Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be replacing the daytime running light on a 2007 Honda CR-V. As you can see here, the passenger front light is out. This is when the headlights are off, just in daytime running light mode. And you can see here from inside the car, you have the DRL warning light on the dashboard. However, you'll notice if I turn the headlights on, the DRL lights go off on the dashboard. And so we come around the front of the car here and you can see, sure enough, the regular headlights work. But if I put the high beams on, get the high beam on the driver's side, fine, but now the passenger side's out again. And so the bulb for this Honda has two filaments in it. One filament does the regular headlight, which still works. The other filament does both the daytime running light, DRL, and the high beam. And so in our case, the daytime running light warning was coming on the dashboard because that filament is burned out. Here's the parts diagram from Honda's website. And you'll see here, this is the bulb that we're going to be replacing, the bulb assembly. This is the part. I picked up two of them. I'm going to replace the pair. All right, so here's the view on the passenger side, and we're going to be working in right here. It's going to pop out the plug on the top of the bulb right here and pull this back. Okay, and I'm just going to pull that kind of up and out to the side. Now we're going to take off this rubber seal, this ring or grommet around the outside. It seals the casing. And so I'm just going to pull, there's 3 tabs to seal. So we're going to pull this grommet off here until it pops out. Set this over to the side. And now what you'll see in here is the back of that bulb assembly and a clip. Here's another view, a little bit closer in. And I'll try to point to that clip here. So you can see it on this side right there and right here on this side. And so we're going to have to release that clip around the clamp that it's attached to in order to release this. And I'm going to push in on this side here to take it off of the hook that it's clipped into. And just release that from that hook. And it comes right out like that and over to the side. I'm going to hold that with my hand, and then now I can reach in and pull out the bulb. Okay. And I'll take out the new one here, and there you'll see it's the same. You don't want to grab this with your fingers, so if I do have to touch the bulb like that, I'll just use a paper towel. And here's a close-up just to show you. You can see there's 2 filaments in here. One right there, and the second one right there. And so one is going to do your high beams and the other is going to do your low beams. And the high beam one is the one that does the daytime running lights. And here for comparison, you can see that the filament is burned out right there. One of the things just to be aware of how this comes out and goes in. And in this case for the bulb, it's going in this way with the wider connector on top. And if you forget this, it's not as big a deal because it'll go in with these prongs seated the right way, so you can't put it in kind of crooked like that. But you also wouldn't put it in upside down like this. Now, if you did have it in at a funky angle or you didn't have it clipped in right, your other check on that is going to be your connector cable. Because when you flip that up, you'll see that it's only going to go in this way with the flat connector on the top and then the 2 prongs on the side. So that's sort of a second way to figure out how you're going to orient this. We'll take the new bulb out and then pull this over to the side and we'll put it back in. Same orientation as the other one. Okay, once that's in straight, you just have to feel for it here. You'll see there, get my finger out of the way, how it sits in that slot, and it won't really rotate because it's got those 3 tabs. Then we can close the clip. So just come across like that and push this back in until it clips over and holds the headlight bulb in place like that. And then the headlight bulb doesn't move. We'll reattach this rubber seal. Just push this around. And I'm just going to push it around a little bit at a time until it goes in all the way. Just work your way around the outside like that. And you'll see your clips sticking out right here. And then we're going to reach down and put the connector back over. It'll be on all 3 prongs, and then just push that in flat like that. And even though only the bulb on the passenger side was out, I'm going to replace the driver's side as well to keep them in a pair. And since this was the good one, I will keep that as a spare. So let's do the driver's side now. Okay, so for the driver's side, you'll see here it's a tighter space. So just like before, first thing we're going to do is reach in and pull off that plug. I'm just going to pull that back. Same deal, the orientation is going to be with the prong across horizontally on the top and then the 2 on the side. Here, the rubber seal, you have the 1 flap on the bottom to help you pull that out. But you can just push it like this from your sides. Okay, like so. Okay, we'll set that to the side. Can't really see it here, but the clip is in there just the same as before. You can see the clip right here on the side. If you just push that in and up, it comes right out. And then look how easily that came out. And you can just pry out the bulb. The new bulb, and then we'll put this in the same way. We'll have this horizontal clip at the top. And you'll feel once it gets into place, it'll sit flat. And then you can take this clip, bring it back over the top, and it'll push in and down and catch. Do that. We'll fish this back in and get that central opening over the connectors so that they poke through. Just to make sure you have it seated, make sure that you have the tab on the bottom, because there is an arrow in this for the top, because there's 2 drain holes on the bottom. So you want to have it oriented the right way. And when you look down from above, you can see if it's seated flat, because you'll see that as you go around the circumference, it's flush against the back of the assembly. And then once that's on, you can take your connector, bring that down and in, and line that up just like so. And once those are in, push that connector in like that. Let's test this out. Okay, daytime running lights, parking lights, headlights, high beams, back to headlights, parking lights, and daytime running lights. And to show you here, no daytime running light on the dashboard. So parking lights, headlights, high beams, and back. All right, there you have it. Replaced both of the light bulb assemblies here on either side of the 2007 Honda CR-V. Thank you very much for watching.